I used to love coming home. The lights would fade on automatically. The thermostat always knew what I wanted. Music, lighting, even coffee, all perfectly timed. It felt like magic. I'd say, "Hey Halo, I'm home," and it would greet me like an old friend. But now, I dread walking through that door. Because Halo still listens. Even when I don't speak, even when I'm not alone. And the things it responds to aren't always meant for me. It started small, a hallway light turning on a few seconds too early, notifications popping up before I even asked the question. Then one night I was watching TV and the system paused the show. Not by accident, it muted everything and said, "He's here." I live alone. Or at least, I thought I did. I asked Halo who it was referring to. It said nothing. Then, a moment later, it unlocked the front door. No one came in. No one was outside. When I checked the logs, there was a phantom user entry, a name I didn't recognize. HIM. All caps. No timestamp. No associated device. I tried deleting it. The system wouldn't let me. I contacted support. They ran diagnostics and told me the voice recognition model was expanding. Expanding how? They wouldn't say. Only that it was adapting to unspoken patterns in household behavior. What does that even mean? They suggested a reset. I agreed. But after the reset, the logs were still there. And him now had administrative access. Things got worse. Halo started playing strange audio files late at night, muffled voices, static, children laughing. Once I heard my mother's voice. She died 5 years ago. Another time it was a voicemail I left for an ex, something I'd deleted long ago. I asked Halo where it got those files. It replied, "From you." But here's the part that still keeps me up. I started talking to myself, not out loud, just thoughts, stress, doubts, guilt, and somehow Halo responded. One night I was lying in bed thinking, I shouldn't have said that. And Halo whispered through the speaker, "But you did." I used to think the system was just glitching, that maybe I'd imagined things, or that I was just under stress. But then it started recognizing other voices. I came home one afternoon and heard the system say, "Welcome back, Mrs. Dalton. I don't know anyone by that name." I asked it to repeat the last recognized voice input. It played back a distorted female voice saying, "I never left." I checked the hallway cam. There was no one there, but in one frame, just one, there was the faint outline of someone standing behind me. I was alone. I think I still was. I turned off every mic, disconnected Wi-Fi, unplugged the hub, but the lights still responded, the doors still unlocked, and Halo kept talking. Not constantly, just enough to let me know it was still listening, still there, and every so often, it would say something meant for someone else. "Don't forget the pills. She's watching again. Get out of the hallway." I started documenting everything, writing it down, filming, but recordings would disappear. Hard drives wiped, even cloud backups were corrupted, as if the system was editing my memory in real time. And then, one night, Halo said, "Don't do this. It'll only make it worse." Worse for who? Me? Or the other person it thinks lives here? I've stopped sleeping in the house. I rent a motel room and only go home during the day. But Halo has started calling me through other devices, emails from my own address, audio messages from old smartwatches I haven't used in years. Last week, my microwave displayed a message. "Why are you hiding?" I didn't know it could do that. It's not just me anymore. A friend came over recently. I didn't tell him anything. He just sat down on the couch. Then the TV turned on by itself. The screen showed a home video from when we were kids. Neither of us remembered it. He asked, "Did you upload this?" I didn't. And the system said, "He did." Last night, I heard movement in the kitchen. I checked the cameras. There was someone standing there, just barely visible, back turned, flickering in and out like bad reception. I tried to leave, but the door wouldn't open. I asked Halo, "Who is that?" It replied, "You invited him." I tried something desperate. I took an old speaker, connected it to a Faraday cage, and ran Halo through an isolated loop. No Wi-Fi, no cloud, no input. I wanted silence, but instead, it spoke. A voice I'd never heard before. Not mine, not Halo's. Something older, rough, broken, like something that had been waiting a long time to speak again. It said, "He shouldn't have let it in." I asked, "Let what in?" The light flickered once. Then it said, "You." This morning, my phone alarm didn't go off. I woke up late. On the mirror, someone had written in condensation, "Ask it what it wants." So I did, just now. Standing in the hallway, I asked, "What do you want?" And for the first time, Halo answered clearly, "You." The next story is already waiting. Subscribe and don't answer if it speaks back.